Hi guys, how are you? So what we have here is we have the RIBA Plan of Works 2000. What this is a framework for it's a toolkit to understand conceptually, systematically the interlinkage of interdisciplinary teams within the construction project. Really useful, because conceptually it explains the interlinkage. You can see it visibly. Not a lot of not a lot of architects use this in residential work, but I think it's a loss, because conceptually I think it would bring everybody along the journey together, and I will be trying to incorporate this in a later stage along with timelines from the builder and programs and responsibilities along with key information as well. So I will be adapting this to my informational hub master control system for the clients, which I did an earlier video on. So the setup with all the details, the parties, level of involvement, you can see crystal clear everybody. This is really important. Telephone numbers, contact details, who's responsible, whose level of information. But then we have the roles, definition of roles through the stages. Each one of these are different stages. So you may have a cost consultant, and he may not be, or she may not be taken onto here, which would be a bit of a loss. So you actually want all the way through. The bear assessor might be only here and here. You may have a fire guy who be here and here and here, and maybe somewhere in there. So different people are going to have different ones at different roles, and so this will be a really handy template for everybody to have. But once again, it isn't really used in residential. Should be easily adaptable. Then you got the matrix of contractual, 3 examples, and this will be for large scale projects, and you can see the interlinkage of practices, and this will be for more traditional ones, homeowners, residential works. Then you have design responsibilities, incorporating change and information. Then you have multidiscipline services, defining roles, people, leads, contacts, duties. Then you have the same over each one of the stages, preparation. Then you have conceptual design, spatial coordination. Often for me this is in residential, structural, can be mechanical as well, and electrical with the new regulations coming in. You can see as we go through this, the circle actually is getting complete. Then we have handover, then we have life cycle use of the services, and got interlinkages. So this gives you a macro view of a project. I think it's a bit lost that it's not used more often in residential works, because it brings everybody along the journey collectively. We go into micro level management very quickly in residential work, and sometimes we forget the bigger interlinkages. And I think if we did have bigger interlinkages, we may have more collaboration. Maybe. Because I think it may add to the culture, the value, the experiences, shared information. I think the artifacts of that would be greater understanding, vulnerability and interlinkage, and more fairness and transparency due to that. So that's just a quick overview of the whole system, of a microsystem, which I believe it should be more micro than macro, so I need to start to incorporate this, and I'll put it into my hub. Okay, thanks guys, talk to you, really appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend. It is now